messages. Timing of them, right? Like we said, I started on this earlier and I said day 0 you should send this, and then day 2, 3, and 4 you should send. That's actually, I kind of blended things. Your broadcast emails are the days you send, like Tuesday through Thursday you send a promo. Monday and Friday, well, you made it worse because you opened the door. Monday through Friday you would do like your personal email, right? That's on blasts. You know what I'm saying? Like email blast. That's not really in the your autoresponder is based on time that they opted in, right? It's not, you can't say every Friday send them this. So blast, when you blast an email, right? That's Monday and Friday you send a blast out that's personal. Tuesday through Thursday you send out promos. And then Saturday, you can send out a reminder promo. Right? That's email blast. That's stuff you're manually sending out every day. Right? Of every week. Your autoresponders are different. This is where I was saying day 0, you send them a welcome and some kind of like connect with you email. Okay, because it doesn't matter what day of the week they opt into your email list, they're going to get this instantly. Make sense? Then, what I normally do is I either do every other day, or I'll do every day. Now, this totally depends on you and how you want to write your email sequence. Essentially, before you start building your list, you have to kind of write out your autoresponder series, right? Because if you, say you get somebody in on January 1st, and he gets this email, but you don't have any other emails written, they're not getting any other emails, right? That's not to say that you have to have every email you ever write for your autoresponder done. But if you get, say, the first 30 days, then every day you can write one email and you're always ahead of the game, right? They're never going to catch up to you until you build one that's like 180 days long. So for half of a year, they're getting autoresponder emails from you. You can do it every other day if all you're doing is sending promos. Because remember, you're going to still be blasting them personal emails anyway on Monday and Fridays. That's a manual task that you have to log in and do on Monday and Friday. Same with the promos and things. This is stuff that they're going to get regardless of if you ever manually do anything. If you have content emails, emails where you could send them to a blog post you do about how to market on Facebook, and a blog post you do on how to market on Plenty of Fish, and a blog post you do about the correct ways to do email marketing, whatever, right? You have content, not selling, just content. Then you can get away with emailing every day in your autoresponder. Because essentially you could do a promo, then a content email, then a promo, then a content email. But in order to do that for 180 days, you need 90 content emails. 90 somethings that you can give people that are of value, that are interesting, that make them feel good about being on your list. Most people are not going to do it. So every other day works, right? Because then you're only writing 90 total emails, and you could do half or a little more than half as promos. Because since they're going out every other day, they're going to get maybe 3 a week, you know? So if one of them was something good content, 2 of them were promos, you'd still be okay. In other words, your goal is always to sell. If you don't send an email to sell, you can't make any money. So you have to do it. But you want to mix it up so that all of this is to lower your unsubscribe rate and increase the productivity of your list, right? What are you going to produce out of that list? I normally go with something more like a hybrid of this and this. For the first 14 days, I send daily autoresponders. And then thereafter, I send every 2 days. Now, there's two schools of thought. The further down the line you go, so this says every 2 days. First 14 days, I send an email every day to them. Then at the end of 2 weeks, I start going every 2 days so as to not just irritate people. But there's two schools of thought. This email right here is going to get the most opens. Day 0. By far. Because that's instant. They opt in, boom, they get the email. As you go down the line through time, you will get less and less opens. Guaranteed. Never have I ever seen anybody that averaged on their last 7 emails of their 180-day cycle a higher open rate than on their first 7 days. So it begs to, the question is, well, wouldn't I be better off just trying to sell in those? Because if I'm sending 1,000 emails here and 700 people are going to open it, but I'm sending 1,000 down here on day 180 and only, 100 people open it, I'm losing so many people after this email that I could have sold that now I can't sell. And that's a very true thing. So you have to kind of figure out a way to create a hybrid situation. So here's what we do. On our content emails, the ones that are short and say, hey, check out my Facebook page, or they're short and they say, hey, look, just wanted to give you one tip today. Make sure that you maximize your efforts by split testing your ads, whatever. In other words, sometimes the emails don't even have to have a link for them to click if it's a content email. It's just a good tip for the day. What we do is we use, if you write your email, okay, and you've got all this content in it, right? Let's just say it's 3 lines, and you sign your name. What we use is a PS. Promo. This is a less invasive way of still promoting to people, even though you're not promoting to people. What this means is you write them a content email that says, hey, it's Chris. I'm so excited that you're still on the list and you're learning a lot about, survival. One of the things I think is really important is if you don't have a bug out plan, then you need to create one. All right, so you need to create your bug out plan. Just a tip, want to make sure that you've thought about that and that you've remembered that, right? So don't forget, sign your name. And then at the end say, P.S., by the way, found this product online that teaches you how to create a killer bug out plan. You might want to check it out. End of discussion. Now what you've done is they feel like you sent them a tip. Content, not a promo trying to sell them something. Because you put it in the PS section and most of your email was just about reminding them that they need a bug out plan. This doesn't feel like you sold them something. This doesn't feel like you promoted something to them. When you send them a whole email about, hey, look, I found this new product. It's really great. It's going to teach you how to create a bug out plan. Here are 3 or 4 of the awesome pieces to it. By the way, click the link now and get it before it's gone. That feels like you just tried to sell them something. That would be classified as a promotional email. When you send them a tip and then put P.S., you might want to check this out. I have it, or I've seen it, or whatever. You might want to see it. This doesn't feel invasive. This allows you to still make money on content emails. Make sense? Good deal. All right, so that's all we got on